Meteors set a different power tone in anime, as they will either destroy a character and the entire city with him, or will help characters reach a new god-level power to protect everyone around them. This is the reason meteors are rarely used in anime, and today we at Aniverse decided to bring you all these rare moments in one single video. So let's begin. Madara Uchiha shows the power of a god. Whenever someone talks about Meteor with anime fans, I think this entry is the one they all think about instantly. When Madara Uchiha was brought back to life using reanimated jutsu, many of us doubted as to how well he would do against the modern age Shinobi Alliance. But the legends were quickly proven right when he single-handedly destroyed the whole Shinobi Alliance with ease. This alliance including ninjas who can use all 5 elements, and still they never even stood a chance. But after Kabuto teased Madara about his power, Madara took it upon himself to show him the true power of a god. With that, the entire Shinobi Alliance couldn't help but look to the sky helpless as Madara dropped an entire meteor on their heads. But luckily, the two Kages present were able to stop the meteor with all their combined powers, but their luck quickly ran out when Madara just easily called another meteor to crush every hope they had. Jellal shows heavenly body magic. Jellal was one of the 10 great saint wizards in Fairy Tail, and if it was just my personal opinion, this entry would be number 1. He was one of the coolest characters in Fairy Tail whose magic actually looked super cool and required hand signs and magic circles. But his true power was shown when he faced against Orasian Sace in a 1 vs 4 situation. Jellal quickly outclassed them with his superior speed and threw the judgment of the 7 stars. But the way he ended the fight stole the entire spotlight when he called upon a meteor from the heavens itself. The fireball, also known as heavenly body magic, was enough to one-shot the entire group and grab the 2nd spot on this list. I just wish we could have seen more of this spell in the series, just like the number 1 entry. Power of an Admiral. One of the 3 entries from the One Piece world, and this one is the first appearance of the Admiral Fujitora. If you ever wondered what it would be like to face an Admiral against 1 or 2 warlords, this is the scene you're looking for. After stripping Law of his warlord title, quickly draws his sword and makes a circle in the air, which then takes off to the sky. What came next left the 2 warlords of the sea standing there with a look of disbelief on their faces. The Admiral had summoned a meteor in an attempt to destroy Law and maybe even Doflamingo. Fujitora not only summoned a meteor, but later on destroyed half that meteor with ease. This scene had all the suspense and strong characters going against each other to help it go up on this list and grab a top 5 spot. One Punch Man vs. Meteor. So what happens when a guy who's a hero for fun and can one-punch everything into oblivion goes up against a meteor? You guessed it right, the hero wins easily. But then again, why is this entry so high on the list that you ask? The answer is simple. None of the entries below truly showed us how scary a meteor can be. There were 3 S-class heroes in that city at that time, and they were helpless in trying to stop this giant piece of rock falling from the skies. Even after destroying the meteor in 1 punch, the entire city below is destroyed completely just from the splinters left of it. Also, Saitama's face when he realized the city is still destroyed, and him getting hated from the entire city for the destruction is hilarious. Vegeta becomes a Super Saiyan. How do you turn into a legendary Super Saiyan? A question we all have been asking since our childhood, and it seems like Vegeta told us that when he turned into a Super Saiyan for the first time, all it takes is to train in 450 times the gravity of Earth, and after that comes the easy part where you have to deflect a meteor shower. Yes, you heard right, my friends. Vegeta had to deflect a meteor shower to protect his ship from getting destroyed, which was his only way home. But the job was not done. As soon as the mother of all meteors arrived to challenge Vegeta in his weakened state, which led him to finally stop caring about anything anymore and just turn into a Super Saiyan as the last attempt to survive. So you see, not all meteors are bad. Some kill dinosaurs and some turns you into a Super Saiyan. Kenpachi vs. Imagination. Yes, you heard it right, imagination. We have seen characters on this list who are fire spirits, pirates, and even ninjas. What we did not see coming was a character built out of imagination and could bring anything into reality from his imagination. That's like being a game character and going against your own creator. Kenpachi was drowning in water, attacked by missiles, and even thrown into space itself to suffocate. And all just from his opponent imagining these things. But Kenpachi proved his toughness and proved there is nothing he couldn't cut through and survive. Nothing but a meteor, you say. As in a last attempt to beat Kenpachi, his opponent imagines a large meteor to win even if it dies. But Kenpachi quickly proves him wrong and just rushes towards the meteor and splits it into two parts like a child's play. Kenpachi is like the final form of Zoro from One Piece, as one wants to cut through everything and one has already done it all. Asta vs. Meteor. Black Clover movie Sword of the Wizard King was a delight to watch, especially with its fluid animations. We saw various characters go up against various Wizard Kings from the past, but what happens when the final boss uses his final trump card and summons a meteor to destroy everything? You guessed it right. You just have to surpass your limits and rush towards the giant rock falling from the skies. With a little help from the devil and Wizard King's sword, Asta not only stops the meteor, but one-shots both the meteor and the Wizard King himself. This slice was so powerful that it destroyed the meteor and all its rubble in the sky itself. Fujitora leaves a parting gift to Zoro. One Piece Stampede movie was a delight to watch, and we can all agree sword fights in One Piece have never peaked in animation since Wano arc. This movie gave us a lot of small but impactful scenes like Zoro going against a Navy Admiral. Fujitora has one of the coolest movesets in One Piece, and seeing him and Zoro trade blows was a delight to watch. Unfortunately, Fujitora decided to end this duel early and leave Zoro with a parting gift from the skies. Although Zoro did manage to cut the meteor in half, it was not enough to stop it from falling on his allies. He was lucky that his meteor and a former warlord of Sea, Mihawk, was there to help him cut that meteor into small pieces for him. Jogo Supreme Art Meteor. Jogo is a cursed spirit related to fire element in Jujutsu Kaisen. He is a special grade cursed spirit who almost one-shot Nanami, Maki, and her father in under 30 seconds. After losing to Gojo in a battle of domains in Season 1, Jogo decided to instead use his supreme art against Sukuna. This meant collecting all the broken buildings and cars in mid-air and melt them into a single maximum meteor to destroy everything. Although this attack was not fast enough to catch Sukuna, it stated that if it had hit, even Sukuna might have gotten some injuries. Many people think that Jogo was one of the most powerful characters in this series, and he was just unfortunate to go against the top two strongest characters in Jujutsu Kaisen. Stand proud, Jogo, you were strong. Admiral vs. Yonko. Akainu is a former admiral and now fleet admiral of the Navy in One Piece universe. That title alone shows his destructive capabilities. Marineford arc, which to some, including me, was the peak of One Piece, showed us some of the greatest devil fruit powers and their uses. One moment that stood out among those was when Sengoku ordered Akainu to take care of Whitebeard and his pirates. Akainu then proceeded to launch multiple lava fists into the air, which after 10 seconds started raining on pirates like a volcanic meteor shower, and destroyed Whitebeard's pirates and the ice they were standing on. The size of these meteors was huge, and they were strong enough to destroy even Whitebeard's ship in a few hits. This made sure that pirates had nowhere left to run, and also made us realize that Whitebeard's death was quite possible in this arc. All Whitebeard and Luffy could do was stand there and watch the destruction. Sasuke saves Hidden Leaf Village. Is the Naruto-verse strong enough to contend with meteors? We sure got our answer when a large meteor shower arrived on Earth to destroy all villages. The 5 Kage single-handedly protected their own villages, and the Taijutsu squad even cut the meteor in half just by themselves. but the rest half was ready to fall in the Hidden Leaf Village until our favorite Shadow Hokage suddenly made an appearance and one-shots the remaining meteor. The only reason this scene is on bottom half is because it was too short and somehow games did a better version of showing this move. But I hope that chakra cannon is loaded up and ready to blow up the moon any day now. Cosmic Power Meteor vs. Z Fighters. So what happens when a villain gets his hand on the universe seed? They become the ultimate god slayer and try to end the earth with a gigantic meteor full of cosmic powers. The ultimate version of Cosmic Meteor was so powerful that it took the combined powers of Gogeta Blue, Hit, and Jiren just to stop it. If you guys don't remember, these are the strongest people from 3 universes. Even after destroying it, the rest of the Z Fighters needed to destroy every single splinters left of it before they crashed into Earth. The only reason this is in the bottom of the list is because this storyline is not canon, and therefore makes Dragon Ball Heroes a series to watch only for fun. Did we miss any? Do you guys think the meteor scene from your favorite movie deserves to be on this list? Let us know your favorite meteor moments in the comment section and subscribe for more videos like these. Signing out, Aniverse.